Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is just go to a 3D view and convert these back to the out-of-the-box overhead doors. So I'm in a perspective view here. I'm just going to go to a 3D view over here. And of course it works in whether you're perspective view or not. So I'm just going to pick on these two doors. And then I'll go to my type selector and I'll change them back to the original sectional overhead door. Overhead sectional door, change them both to be 8x8s. Okay, so that's pretty much what you get when you insert the out-of-the-box Revit overhead door. So what we do is we click on here and we'll see that we don't have the properties for visibility to turn it on or off, and it's going to show up under the graphics heading here. So what we do is we open that family. We say edit family. We open this up and we say yes. First thing we'll want to do is to rename that, give it a unique name. So inside of here I can go to my application pull down, save as, family, and it will default to the original location. I'm just going to add a suffix on this and say operable, or something. Put your name or put some sort of unique identifier on there and then save it. So the first thing we're going to do in here is create some new parameters. So we'll go into our types dialog box, and inside of here we'll add a new parameter. Parameter is going to be called open door. We're going to group it under graphics as I indicated earlier. It's going to be an instance parameter, and the key here it's going to be a yes/no parameter. Okay, hit OK. I'm going to add in another parameter. I'm going to call it closed door. And I'm going to group it again under graphics, instance, and yes/no. Okay, now that I've created those two parameters inside of here and I hit OK, I can apply that yes/no to the visibility settings of the door family as it stands. So I'll go to a 3D view here. Okay, the objects inside of here, there's some detail lines which show those sectional lines, and if we go to elevation, I think if we go to interior, it's going to show that there's 7 equal places, and these are just detail lines, as well as the fact that there's the panel itself if you use your tab button. Okay, so I'm going to grab that panel and I'm going to go to its instance properties. Oh, that wasn't the panel, that was actually the opening. Okay, move over here, there's the panel. Grab it, go to the element properties of it and change the visibility setting to the parameter closed door. So it's going to show up when closed door is turned on. Perfect. Okay, but when closed door is turned off, it'll disappear. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with these detail lines. I'm going to do a big window box here. I'll use my filter option. And the other here is the opening. So I'm just going to take these two guys off and say the lines, okay, all those detail lines are going to, again, assume the visibility based on the yes/no parameter that says closed door. Hit OK and then click out. Okay, now if I go to my types and I actually turn closed door off and hit apply, you'll notice that things that are turned off by the variable are kind of grayed out. Okay, so let's save this so far and then let's load this into our project. So we'll say load into project. And now we're back. And now what I'm going to do, because I renamed it, okay, what I'm going to do is grab these two guys, both, and change them to be my overhead section operable right here and 8x8. Okay, so now I should be able to pick on this door and go to the element properties and say the door is open, I'll take the check off of closed. There's nothing set to be open anyway, but this is the key one here. Door closed, okay, is turned off. So then what happens is that one, the door closed is turned off. The door closed on will show one that's up in there. So the same as this guy, instance properties, and I'm going to turn the closed door off. And then you won't see the, and then you can change your sizes, but you won't see the panels and the line work. And now we're going to create some new geometry, which represents the panel as it's been raised in the fully open position.